What's up, Poke friends? So in my last video, I talked a little about being a new collector, but I didn't really touch on how to choose what to collect. And this is a hobby, so it really does come down to personal preference. You have to figure out what makes you happy when you collect and what makes it fun for you. In this video, I'll go through some of the sets and give you some examples of what others like to collect, but this isn't an exclusive list of everything that's out there. It's just some ideas to get you started, and hopefully you get to figure things out as you get experience collecting. Alright, so for new collectors, it's going to be important to know the rarity of the cards that you're collecting, especially if you only want to collect the rare forms of the cards. So let's head over to the Pokemon website, and this is specifically for Scarlet and Violet. So with Scarlet and Violet, you have your least rare cards that are going to be your commons, uncommons, and rares. And the thing about these cards is that they also come in what's called a reverse holo. That's just what the community calls it. They call it parallel foil cards. And this is basically a card that has a hollow surface on everything but the art box. And you can kind of see how it shines through there. But these don't add any rarity to the card. It's just an additional card of the same set. The more exclusive cards are going to be your double rares, and that's going to be where you'll find Pokemon in EX form. And then if you go to the ultra rares, that's where things get a little bit more exclusive, and this is where you'll find full arts of cards, and that is typically where a lot of collectors begin their collecting. And this is what's considered rare in the community. They're harder to get because of the pull rates, but the cards are also a lot more beautiful. They have texture on them, which is super cool. And then your more rare cards, that's going to be things that are called illustration rares, special illustration rares, and hyper rares. So IRs or SIRs, as some people call them. And those are seen with these gold stars on the card corners. So we'll see here, this shows the rarity denomination with this different symbols. So for new Pokemon collectors, it might be difficult to figure out what you want to collect. So one website I like to use is pokedata.io. And if you go on the home page, you're going to click on all sets here. And this will show you the latest set to the oldest in each era. So this is Scarlet and Violet. And right now, you're mostly going to find Scarlet and Violet sets in the shelves because that's what's printing. So let's go to the set that got me back into Pokemon. So this is the 151 set, and here I have it sorted by value of high to low. So this is your most expensive card, and it just goes down from there. So if you want to collect what's called a master set, master sets are collecting every single card for that set, including the reverse holos of a card. So you may have a regular card that is non-holographic and then have a reverse holo of it. Additionally, you can have a holographic card and also have a reverse holo version of it. So for this set, there's 360 cards. So that could take a long time to collect. So not everyone likes to do master sets. And if we go down the list here, you'll see here's the reverse holos, and they have this pattern on them that makes them easily identifiable as reverse holos, on top of the fact that they don't have any holographic material on the art box itself. That's how you would look for all the cards in each set. That's only if you want to do master sets. So that might be the right choice for you. It does make it a little bit harder finding every single card. So for me, I like to narrow it down a little bit. And I've seen some people just collect cards that are of their favorite Pokemon. So we can go back to the home page here. And growing up, I had the red version, and Charmander was my starter Pokemon. So let's go ahead and put Charmander here. And we'll change the sort by high to low. So if I wanted to collect every Charmander only in English, then I would have about 82 cards that I would have to find for my collection. Some people only want to collect more exclusive cards. So your ultra rares, your IRs and SIRs. For that, then there's not really an easy way to sort by those kind of rarities. But if you go to pkmn.gg, they do a pretty good job with showing you the rarities. However, you might have to go into every single set. So let's say we go to the 151 again. What's cool here is that you can set it by rarity. So you put the rarity down, then these are the most rare cards, and it's again denominated by the 3 gold stars. Those are your hyper rares. You could even search, so I can look for Charmander, and you see a Charmander here, and that's your illustration rare with 1 gold star. And then you have your Charmeleon with 1 gold star, also an illustration rare. So that's one way to look for things. Again, that could be a little time consuming, but if you're just starting off, I think your best option would be to go to local card shops and just kind of see what the cards look like. And if that doesn't work out for you, local card shows is another great way to get started. You could even go through each set here. So let's go back to our profile, and here with PKMN, you can search by each era. So Scarlet and Violet, Sword and Shield. I really like the Galarian Gallery here, so we can click that and you can see the cards. We want to change that to rarity if you want to just get the rare cards, and you can mark them off here. You can see that these are ultra rares and they're full arts. That's what makes them special. So with Sword and Shield, they're special illustration rares. They didn't have the gold stars. That's only for Scarlet and Violet. So that's why you'll see only 1 white or silver star. But these are your most rare cards in the set. And then you have your full arts here. So it will require you to do a little bit of work. But these are 2 great resources that I like to use. And then with PKMN, you can have a single list done for free. So let me know what you guys are collecting, and let's make this hobby as fun as possible. I know things are hard right now with how crazy the market is, but don't let that stop you from having fun, and just go out there and try to figure out what really speaks to you. And if you guys found this information useful, please like, share, and comment. So I'll see you guys next time, and have a good day.